The thing about getting rejected is it's not just about the no. There's a story in our minds that activates, and it brings up basically every single time that we felt overlooked, unwanted, or just not good enough. And all of that just feels like further confirmation that we're flawed or hopeless. And this is why the advice out there to just develop a thick skin to deal with it is just not going to cut it. Like, you can't normalize getting punched in the mouth. So what in that case should you do? Well, I'll tell you the advice I was told. And it was very helpful for me. And this was during a time that I had about no confidence, essentially, to speak of. I dressed like crap, and I think I was about 60 pounds heavier. And this main thing you need to know that everyone misses is having accurate context. And that comes down to 3 different things. First, like, let's say it's cold approach or anything like that. It's a stranger's opinion about somebody that they don't actually know. If you go chat somebody up, you're being guessed at. It is not a verdict on your worth or your value. And on top of this, they could also just not be available, in that it wouldn't have mattered if you were somebody else. The no was already loaded in. Like, since most rejections don't come with a reason, it makes no sense to put it all on you. It really doesn't. Secondly, let's say they do know you a bit and they are actually available. Well, you could be the juiciest, ripest peach in the world, and somebody's still going to hate peaches. People have preferences, especially even moderately attractive women, because there's usually at least some guys in chase, and this luxury of options has allowed them to become more attuned to who exactly they want. And that's often missed. And third is the need to understand the numbers. If you're getting rejected even 90% of the time, that's actually very, very good. Like, cold approach success rate hovers around 5%. And, even on the apps, it takes about 170 on average right swipes to get a match. And then you have to times that by 10 for the amount of matches often needed for a date. And then the date isn't, guaranteed to go anywhere. And like, somebody with really good pictures could get completely discouraged by the level of rejection without realizing that it's normal. These are just like the numbers. This is the amount of volume that is like, it should be your baseline. And whether it's the dating apps or cold approach, most guys need to at least 10x whatever they're doing. But what does this all mean? Well, it's that rejection isn't all about you. You need context. You need the facts. Yes, leveling up your looks, improving your lifestyle, that matters a lot. But it's not the fundamental problem. Self-worth is being tied to a yes, and it shouldn't be. And once you start to understand that, it becomes a lot easier to detach from a no, to have rejections just not be nearly as impactful. But let's actually put this into action. Like, the next time that you're out approaching somebody, like asking them out, or maybe this is like a work thing and you're cold calling or applying for a job, remember that success is showing up and taking your shot. That is the win. We don't always control the outcome, but we do control our action. And that's exactly what intrinsic motivation is all about. It is proven that any goal becomes much more attainable when we're being driven by growth and not just some immediate result. So overall, be kind to yourself. Keep working on yourself. And after any rejections, don't team up with that inner voice, because it never has your back. I'll talk to you soon.